Hello students, lecture 50. Today in this lecture in Eco chapter 1 we will discuss World Development Report published by World Bank, interstate comparison, international comparison and attributes used in interstate and international comparison, and body mass index, that is BMI. So first article is World Development Report published by World Bank. So when World Bank compares countries, different countries, so what criteria is used by World Bank for such comparison? So basically it is a bank, so bank uses the per capita income or the average income of the countries. So World Bank uses per capita income in US dollars because there should be some mechanism of common currency. So US dollar is taken. So World Bank takes that the countries whose per capita income is 12,056 or above per year. Per capita income 12,056 and above are categorized as rich countries, and the countries whose per capita income is below US dollars 955, they are considered as poor or low income countries. So especially for India, so India's per capita income as per 2017, all these per capita income data are as per 2017 recordings. So India's per capita income in 2017 was US dollar 1820, and it becomes approximately at that time in US dollar versus Indian rupee, it was 1,31,040 per annum, meaning it was the income of individual, average income of an individual in 2017. So as per this record, India comes in the category of low middle income group. I repeat, low middle income group countries. So rich countries, excluding countries of Middle East and certain other small countries, are generally called developed countries. Now interstate comparison. So when comparing two or more states, these are the three factors taken into use to compare states. The first one is the infant mortality rate, IMR. Infant mortality rate states that number of children, newly born children that die per thousand, that die out of 1,000 newly born babies in a particular year till they get the age of 1 year. So that is the infant mortality rate. So states in which low infant mortality rate is more developed because less number of children are dying, it means that state is having some basic infrastructure, health, nutritional level, awareness, etc. of high level, and so on. Second is literacy rate. Literacy rate, it measures the proportion of literate population in 7 and above year age group. 7 and above age group. Definition of literacy rate as per India's standard is that those who can read and write and put their signatures, they are considered as literate, educated. So third factor is net attendance ratio. Net attendance ratio is the number of children attending schools in the age group 14 and 15 years. In the age group 14 and 15 years. So that is the net attendance ratio. So more number of children are going in schools in a particular state, state is considered developed compared to other states. So these are the three attributes or the factors taken into use for state comparison. Next is this is related to the only public facilities. What are public facilities and why are they necessary? Public facility are the facilities provided by government at low cost or no cost, without charges or at very minimal charges. For example, public transport like DTC, Delhi Transport Corporation, Haryana Roadways, Punjab Roadways, every state has its own roadways. They are the public facilities. Government hospitals, government schools are such. So these are the some facilities are provided at no cost and some facilities are provided at low cost, because everyone cannot afford his or her own car. So public transport is necessary. Everyone cannot afford to get treated in private hospitals in case of any kind of ailment, sickness. So they need government hospitals. Everyone cannot send their children into private public schools. So government schools are needed. So this is how public facilities are important. Now regarding this only, public facilities only, there is one hypothetical situation, that is, money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you need to live better. This question is asked many times. So money in our pocket, justification is required. Money in our pocket cannot buy us adulteration free goods. Money in our pocket cannot provide us the pollution free environment. Money in our pocket can buy medicines but not good health. Money in our pocket can construct an elegant house but not the peace or the love and affection among the people living inside. Money in your pocket can buy a good pen but not a good handwriting, are some suggestions to justify the statement. Next article is the international comparison. That why comparing countries, what are the factors? So first factor is as common, that is GNP, gross national product or gross national income in US dollars. So that we have already discussed about that. World Bank brings all this. So per capita income in US dollar is compared. Second is life expectancy at birth. Life expectancy at birth means that how long a person will live at the time of birth. It depends on better infrastructure of health, pollution free environment, etc. Then mean years of schooling. It describes that number of children attending schools up to the age of 25 years and above. Up to the 25 years and above. How many? It means the educational infrastructure is healthy. So children till 25 years of age and above are still continuing their education for higher education. And then above all these three factors, Human Development Index is prepared and then ranking is calculated. To such effect, there is one table given in your book. So in which HDI ranking, Human Development Index itself is an important factor. So in that you must focus some countries like India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar are compared on the basis of different factors. Next is a Human Development Report. Human Development Report is published by United Nations Development Program, UNDP. So HDR and UNDP are abbreviations. They are asked for 1 marks. Okay. So United Nations Development Program counts 3 factors in comparison of the countries. The first one is their educational standard. Second one is their health status, and third one is the per capita income. So we have seen that per capita income is repeatedly taken by all organizations in comparison. So per capita income is the most common attribute of international comparison, and then HDI rank is calculated by UNDP, United Nations Development Program. The last article of this chapter is Body Mass Index, BMI. Body Mass Index is used for calculating the nutritional level and health status of people in different categories. So here I have taken the category of 14 years age children, because most of you fall under that category. So you can use this method to calculate your body mass index. Now, what is the formula for body mass index? That is weight in kgs of a person and square of heights in meters. Square of height in meter divided weight in kgs divided by square height of body in meters square. It will give some value. It will give some value. So if this value comes more than 28, then that person is obese, fatty, mota. If the value comes below 15.8, then the person is malnourished, undernourishment. Then for that person healthy diet is needed. And if value comes between 15.8 to 28, then person is healthy, or the child is healthy by all means. This criteria is applicable for children in the age of 14 years age group. These values depend on the age factor. So different age group people have different values. So you can also use this method to calculate your health status, your nutritional level. I repeat, is important. I repeat, BMI is equal to weight in kg divided square of height in meters of a person. Three values. If value comes more than 28, then person is obese, fatty, काफी मोटा है, need to reduce weight. If value comes below 15.8, then person needs some healthy diet. It means nutritional level is low. And if value comes between 15.8 to 28, then person is healthy by all means. No need to take. And I hope you all will fall under the category of 15.8 to 28. That's all from this chapter. Thank you very much. Keep on watching.